That in here. Oh man, it turned around. You good?
I think so.
Where your phone at? Upstairs.
Yeah.
I'll be back. Let me get the other thing just in case.
Okay.
Go ahead, open it up for the replay.
Well, what's up, Bomb Squad? This is Nick, and today we're gonna be talking about something that unfortunately, I feel like we should have never have to talk about this, but with everything going on, it's been going on for a while now, years and years and years.
Don't
But
start talking about it until they come in, though.
but yeah, what's up? What's up, butterfly, purple butterfly? But yeah, it's just unfortunate, and I think it's a topic that we should discuss. But yeah, I'm gonna start waiting for people to get in here. But yeah, what's up, everybody? How everybody doing? Hope you're having a good week. Hope you had a good weekend. I just been chilling this whole week, playing the game, been doing football workouts and stuff like that. But what's up, Carla James? Hey, what's up, Carla James? How y'all doing? Glasses coming. What's up, Moments with the Smiths? How you doing? How you doing? What's up, Pat P? What's up, Lady J, Shirley Parker? DC and Lisa not here right now, but they're gonna be watching soon. So Smith, I'm doing good today. I just been chilling. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. What's going on, Magdalene Burnett?
Yeah, but try not to keep looking
Can you
down. Stand it up.
yeah. Yeah.
Don't touch this. Touch that. Because you're using the camera. Yeah, this for your glasses.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
What's up, Boss Squad? Nick gonna talk about his thoughts. Give him a few minutes.
Said I sound just like my mom. I practice every weekend, saying hey y'all, back to back to back to back to back. What's up, Lady J? She said hey DC and Lisa.
So how many people you got in there?
6 right now.
All right, well, just go ahead and start telling me about your thoughts, and if they got any questions to ask you, how you feel, or whatever, just go ahead and answer.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody in America knows right now. what's going on. Something happened in Minneapolis last month, with the murder of George Floyd. And a police officer, I forgot his name, I don't remember his name, but um, George Floyd was basically getting arrested for a bad check. He wrote a fake check.
It was cash, fake 20,
And
fake currency.
and I guess whoever he was trying to give it to called the police, and things escalated to ways that they should not have escalated, and he ended up getting murdered. And ever since then, you know,
Having riots.
we've been having riots and all that in Minneapolis and all over the world, even places outside the country and stuff like that. So just in case nobody knows, I'm pretty sure everybody knows, but
So talk about your thoughts. How you feel?
but yeah. I'm just gonna start off with I feel like I just want to get this kind of straight. I don't feel like it's like everybody versus cops, or like like every non-racist versus cops. I feel like this is more just about racism in general. There was another black girl who got killed very recently. I think it was like a couple of days ago. Her body was found, and it was not by a police officer. It was just by some random person. And yeah, so it's not even just about police officers. It's about racism in general. You know what I mean? Because any normal thinking person would be like, this man is telling me he can't breathe. I need to get off his neck. I have 4 people around me who are stopping this man from going anywhere. It should not be that big of a problem. But it's also tough because a lot of this stuff has been happening with police officers, and a lot of this stuff, getting shed to light has just been police officers murdering or beating up innocent black people. And maybe they weren't innocent, but they were using extra amount of force that they did not need at all for any of those situations. And I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of like it has me on edge. There was like, I was walking my dog today. I knew it had nothing to do with me, but it's just a little scary walking near police officers and stuff nowadays. I feel like that shouldn't be the case. And it's just sad, how the police are supposed to be a how would you call it, a symbol of like when you call the police and you feel like you're in trouble, you should be calmed down. You shouldn't think that you're that you're gonna be in trouble when you try contact the police or something like that. But it's just kind of sad. I was kind of scared walking by him, and I'm like, I know I didn't do anything wrong, but it's just like everything that's going on has me a little on edge. It's kind of like like you never know what's gonna happen in Earth. Like I could have looked at one of the police officers funny, and for some reason I'm getting arrested and I'm just walking my dog. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this has changed my perspective a lot. Because I didn't really see a lot of this stuff on social media. Like I see it here and there, and it wouldn't be as bad as it was like now it is, like how people are actually dying. But it'd be like people getting stopped for no reason, and I actually saw this one video where the dude, he was just in a rented car with his friend. He didn't seem to be doing anything, but it's just he just got pulled over. They were trying to force him to confess that he was smoking marijuana in his car, but it didn't make any sense. I was gonna ask you, as a young black male, are you afraid? Kara Williams, yeah, I do feel afraid sometimes, going out to like, it's mainly like stores and stuff. I always feel like I'm like scared when I go to like 7-Eleven or something by myself, that someone might think I'm stealing something, because people just be on edge now. Now my 7-Eleven, I probably won't have those problems. Everyone's cool at the 7-Eleven I go to, but but actually a minute ago, I think this was 7th grade, or was it this year? I think it was either 7th grade or this year or last year, where I was reading this book about forgot what it was called, but it was about this young black man or a young black boy. He's like my age. He was going to this convenience store before he was about to go to this party, and and he was just trying to get a bag of chips. He accidentally knocked the lady over. The lady was like, "Yeah, it's cool and all," but there was a police officer in there, and he was trying, he was trying not to resist arrest, and he just ended up getting beat up. He was in the hospital for a really long time, and yeah, it was kind of like, it's just kind of off-putting, living in America right now. I don't always feel like scared, but it's just like sometimes when I'm not in the area I'm normally around a lot. Like if we go out somewhere, if I'm at my friend's house, he lives like way down the way, but if I'm like somewhere over there, it's just kind of like always gotta watch your back. But Tanya said make sure you always have ID on you. I mean, I don't have any ID except for my what's it called school ID. I don't know. I think I'm able to get an actual ID next year, but I think the only thing I'm getting next year is my license. But other than that, I guess I'll make sure I have my school ID on me. But yeah, y'all can feel free to ask questions y'all have about it. Things that you might want to know my opinion on. I know everybody has their own opinions, but what's up, $100 Harry's? I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce your name right, but what's going on? What's going on? But yeah, it's just a sad topic to think about, and but yeah, and in light of everything that's been going on, I feel like a lot of people don't know things about stuff that happened on like before, like in history. Like this isn't like the first this isn't the first time something like this has happened. I remember I actually there was a young boy called Emmett Till. I did that for a school project, research about him. That was sad. If y'all don't know about that, then definitely go look him up. Said, have I protested? Have I protested? No, not recently. We were in like near DC. Like I think it was a week ago. I definitely saw stuff on the car ride though, things like that. And we just drove through that kind of area, but we weren't like in main protesting area. Yeah. Do I feel scared of cops? Yeah, I did say this early on in the video. It does kind of how do I say this? It scares me a little bit, but I hope, and I don't assume that I'm going to get hurt by the police, but it's always just an afterthought. Excuse me. It's always just an afterthought though, like just a little unsettling. It's sad, unfortunately, racists are still all around the world. Yeah, and I think we should do our best, because I know that as long as humans are on this earth, racism is going to exist. It's just like there's always going to be conflict, so to say. There's always going to be like one party that agrees with one thing, one party that disagrees, and that's how it's going to be for as long as we're on this earth. And there's not much you can do about it, but you can try our hardest. Also, another thing, I feel like it's. I feel like now it's almost become like more people have been like being racist now than they were before, and it kind of doesn't make sense. If you go on the internet, like you can like definitely see like I don't know if more people are just shedding light on things now, but it almost seems like more people are like proud to be racist now because I'm seeing a lot more, um, like racist people on the internet. Like, yeah, and it's a weird time to come out too. I don't know if if racist people actually believe in their believe what they talk about, but I don't know. It's weird to kind of be racist, right? Like in public, like it's insane to me how people will do that in public, and think it's like the right thing or something. Like to call somebody N word, something out of their name or something out of like sir, do like something like that, like. And also on social media, yeah, I think people on social media take it as a big joke too, because no one can really do anything to you on the internet. So a lot of people are kind of like like talking out of place, and I mean, do you? But it doesn't make sense, you know. Yeah, they don't care. It's as simple as that. They have always been racist, but they hid it away. But now they feel comfortable coming out. Yeah, and it's almost like I don't know, like I just don't understand it personally. Um, like it, and I feel like a long time ago in America, it was normal to be racist, and now that we're becoming more accepting of things, like like it's crazy how recently um, um, like what's it called LGBTQ marriage um, wasn't allowed until like that's very recent. It's kind of weird. Like I don't know, and they're also closely related things. I also don't understand. People have massive opinions on things that don't affect them. Like someone being black does not affect you, your personal life. It has nothing to do with you personally. It's not something they control, but it really has nothing to do with you. It's a normal day to day thing. You're going to see black people every day. You're going to see Asian people every day. You're going to see every walk of life every day. So I don't understand why it becomes so big of a deal when like I don't know. I don't understand it. Everyone can do the same amount of crime, but for some reason African American people when they get exposed to it, it's life threatening. It's literally like a threat on a black person's life now. Or you're gonna say if you say that you're gonna call the cops on them, it's literally almost a threat on their life, and that's kind of insane to me. Yeah, it's just, but yeah, but for a while now. But back to what I was saying, now that we've become more accepting of things, and more people started to become less racist, it's almost like it's almost like more people are showing their true opinions because of that, and it's like I don't know I don't know what to call it, but it doesn't make sense. And I know that um, a lot of people who like I don't know, I think too many people think it's a joke now. Like it's like hilarious to be racist and stuff like that. And like even though you might like say it's a joke, it stops being funny at one point. Like, you know, on the internet, I tend to ignore stuff because it's like I because oh, okay, all right, all right. Is everything back to normal? Can y'all hear me? All right. Well, I think everything's good, but I don't even remember what I left off at. The stream went out. My fault for that. I really don't remember where I left off at.
The question was, last question.
Um, have you ever experienced racism? I don't think not on a major level, like not on like I think it's been like passive aggressive type racism, like, and it's not even like kids like calling me names and stuff. It's like kids like it's normally like white kids that are like say that they're scared of me. I'm really not gonna do nothing to them, but it's just like some people have this like they think I'm like intimidating, and it's normally really only white people that really do that to me when they're like when they
What about the one that shot the BB gun?
I don't really know if that was racism. I don't know. I never talked to him, but it's just like I don't know. It's just and then it almost like I almost start playing that part to them, you know? Because like I feel like because of that, I've been a lot more like, you know, like standoffish almost when it comes to a lot of things, and like and it almost makes me uncomfortable because I go to like a predominantly white school, and you know I can't really and it's like I play sports and things like that. So when people, I know that people definitely will have called me the N word, but it's really like never anything I can do about it because of I'm not gonna go beat some kid up. I'm not, you know, I tend to just it's just weird. It's uncomfortable, you know, and it's just like I mean to be honest, if I was not playing sports, I think that I would probably be in trouble a lot more. But I think that definitely has you know, helped me out a lot. But we as adults have a lot to fear because we are afraid for our children to go out and not make it back home safely. Yeah, I definitely do understand that, and I feel like for the most part, as long as you teach your kids how to you know cooperate with the cops and communicate with them, it'll be okay for the most part. Now, um, for those you know like once you know rare things when a police officer does end up you know um, when a police officer does how you call it just do too much. I feel like that's uncontrollable. It's you know it's like and it should not be. It's like sadly I compare it to like a car crash. You know, like a car accident, but it's not really an accident. You know, it's never an accident when someone shoots you like or they beat you repeatedly until you go unconscious, or they step on you until you can't breathe anymore. That's not an accident because it takes a lot of thought, it takes a lot of time before you know you die from something like that. Other than shooting, I feel like cops almost should not have guns on them at this point because if a taser can't take them down, then you should either have multiple people with you. There's always more than one police officer. But at this point, if we still want cops, because I know a lot of people have been talking about defunding certain areas, you know, police precincts, and I don't know if I'm completely opposed to that. I just don't know how people would handle certain situations that aren't racism, because those aren't the only crimes that go on around. You know, those aren't the only racial crimes, are not the only thing that exist. Um, you know, things that, like if someone robs your house, I don't know how we would deal with those kinds of things if we were to get rid of the police, but there could be a way, but I just don't know what it would be. But at this point, I feel like police officers should not have guns on them unless they're being called to a place where um, it's suspected that this person has a weapon, or this person, you know, can harm or is going to harm someone else or themselves. You know, like that should I don't know. I feel like, but also like when cops have their the fact that they can turn off their body cams and things like that. I don't know. It kind of, I don't know. It almost, it almost invalidates like having certain safeties, but yeah, with the Lord, don't be afraid. It's okay to be concerned, but if you're being afraid, then you're not having faith in Him. Wait, hold on. Racism just has that. People supposed to say. With the Lord, don't be afraid. If you're being afraid, then you're not having faith in Him. I mean, I don't know. It's just, you know, I feel like random things can happen at all times, you know, and that's what makes people concerned. I mean, I don't think I'm afraid of the police, but it's just, you know, it's definitely a little. It definitely you know, just makes someone a little scared when if you're in a situation where multiple police officers are pointing their guns at you, like that is an item that can take your life away, and you can't do anything about it. But that's everyone young, and I know how it's supposed to be. I'm like, man, I was harassed all the time as a teen by the police, even though wasn't a corrupt individual. It was more being racially profiled, and I feel like and it's sad because I mean, obviously people are gonna have their opinions about you when they first see you, but because I think that's almost one of the things that's been engraved into, you know, society, is like based on a person's skin color or race. Like it's almost like even even if you don't agree with racism like as a general topic, but I feel like people like that aren't racist are still like, you know, when they before they like talk to somebody initially, they still have like opinions just based on their race and ethnicity and all that. And I think that's just been built in through just society as a whole. And I don't think that's one of the things I don't think we're gonna destroy in this lifetime. But and there are a lot of good cops out there, but the bad ones overshadow them. Yeah, and I think the only reason that they have overshadowed the good cops is because it just happened way too much. Like it's almost not a rare occurrence anymore. You know, like it's and what's the worst part about it is that makes it overshadow them is that normally when a police officer takes an innocent African American person in life in general, whether it's male, female, whatever, they almost never face the consequences. And I think it was just the fact that the media was getting on that those police officers, that they were actually had to face justice because of that. But I feel like if, you know, if media didn't uproar the way it did, those police officers would probably not be getting tried in court. And the fact is that the police officers have confidence to kill someone when they know people are recording them is like that's even scarier, because you can literally get killed on videotape and the person that did that to you has a chance of not going to jail. Like it's insane. I always had nice school friends in the Memphis area, and then I was a drug dealer, which was never the case. Yeah, I mean, and yeah, I mean, I'm definitely not old enough to, you know, have nice cars and things like that yet, but I don't know, hopefully, I mean, I know it's not gonna be over, but just hopefully, you know, hopefully I don't get seen as a drug dealer in a nice car, maybe. I don't know, it's doubtful, but the police need to go back to being police and stop being militarized. Yeah, I think that's also like a problem that like I don't know. I just feel like regular people having like because these police officers are literally regular people at the end of the day. It's just from 9 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. They have a badge that they think puts them above the law, which in fact it doesn't. But for some reason, it actually does. Technically it doesn't. If you were to technically it doesn't stated in law, but from what we've seen, that badge can literally it's a get out of jail free card. They don't care that the camera's on because they're used to getting away with it. Yeah, it's I feel like police officers have seen so many other police officers get away with killing people that it's just like that like now it's okay if they're getting recorded when they're doing something that they know they should not be doing. Like I know they're supposed to stay suspicious of whoever called the police on like whoever this suspect is, but at the same time, because I saw another video where there was a young black boy in front of his house, or I'm assuming it was his house, it, and he was on the floor, he had his hands up, he was crying, all of that. Like there were so many police officers around, all pointing his guns at him. He was on the floor like this, like on his belly, like his hands were up, and they were all, like not one officer went to go up and start trying to arrest him. They were just all like sitting there with their guns out, even though this kid was definitely showing that he was posing no threat, hands up, out, away from his pockets, his body, all of that. There was no way he could have harmed anyone over there. He was out like this, and there were so many people there. There's people recording all of that. And then I'm assuming it was his grandma. I'm assuming it was his grandma's house, or she lived there. But she went to go see why the police were trying to arrest her grandson, and they ended up pushing her over. And that, yeah, it was crazy. It was chaotic to see that happen. But yeah, answer these last couple questions here. Yeah, change is painful, but it is necessary. The world now sees that black people were not just being sensitive, we are dying for no reason. People have definitely known for a long time, but I think it just gets to a point where it's like enough is enough, you know? Like there's a point in time when how many more black people gotta die until somebody starts doing something about it, somebody starts speaking up about it, till the government does something. But yeah, I think that's last thing. I'm gonna answer this last question. Would you ever want a career in criminal justice? I have not thought about one. I have not researched one. I have not been invested in one. No, to answer your question, I have not. I mean, if I don't know, if I were, I would probably rather be a lawyer than anything else. But other than that, I don't think I've not looked into you know, criminal justice or anything like that. No. But thank all y'all for coming out. You know, this was I feel like this is something that um you know, it's getting a little too big to just kind of overlook, and it's probably it's been that way for a while, but you know, I think I just need to speak about it today. But thank y'all for coming out. Um, like the video, subscribe. Black Lives Matter, y'all. Peace.